EP demands I give her my brand new stroller for her tired child in the park. Okay, this happened just yesterday, and I'm still trying to process the sheer entitlement. I was at a large public park with my baby who is 6 months old. We were enjoying a walk and I was pushing my relatively new high-quality stroller. It's one of those sturdy, comfortable models that handles different terrains well and costs a decent amount of money. We stopped by a bench to take a break, and I had gently reclined the stroller so my baby could nap comfortably. While sitting there, a woman approached me with a child who looked maybe 5 or 6 years old. The child was walking beside her, not crying or anything, just looking a bit bored. EP, excuse me, that's a lovely stroller. It looks very comfortable. Me, thank you. It is. EP, my son, child's name is very tired. He's been walking for ages. He really needs a ride. She looked pointedly at my stroller, which was currently occupied by my sleeping infant. Me, oh, I see. Well, he's a bit big for this stroller, and my baby is sleeping in it right now. EP, big? Nonsense. He's small for his age, and your baby's asleep. You can just hold her for a bit. My son needs to rest his legs. Me, ma'am, this stroller is specifically for infants and young toddlers. Your son looks too big for the weight and size limit, and regardless, it's currently in use by my baby. EP, but he's tired. Look at him. She nudged the child, who put on a slightly whiny face. He can't walk anymore. You should be more understanding. You have a baby. You know how hard it is when they're tired. Me, yes, I know how hard it is when a baby is tired, which is why my baby is currently sleeping comfortably in her stroller. Your son is old enough to walk, or perhaps you could carry him for a short distance if he's truly exhausted. EP, carry him? Are you serious? He's too heavy. That's why I need the stroller. Just take your baby out for a little while. She's just sleeping. It won't hurt her to be held. Me, I'm not going to take my sleeping baby out of her comfortable, secure stroller to let a child who can walk use it. This is my personal property, and it's not available for public use or for your son. EP's face hardened. EP, you are being incredibly selfish. My son is suffering. You're just sitting there doing nothing while he's exhausted. What kind of person are you? Me, I am a person who is using my own property for its intended purpose. Your son's tiredness is not my problem, and it doesn't give you the right to demand my belongings. EP, fine. If you won't let him use it, then just give it to me. I'll buy you a cheap umbrella stroller later. This one is too nice for just a baby anyway. Me, give you my stroller? Absolutely not. This stroller cost me a lot of money, and it's not for sale, and it's certainly not for you to just take. This conversation is over. I turned away from her, adjusting the stroller slightly. She stood there for a moment fuming, then grabbed her son's arm roughly. EP, come on, child's name. We don't need her stupid stroller. Some people are just awful. She dragged the child away, muttering loudly about entitled people who won't help others. I just shook my head. The audacity to demand a complete stranger's personal property, especially something expensive and currently in use, is just beyond belief. Asking someone to take their sleeping infant out so your older kid can use their expensive stroller? That's a next level entitled thinking. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next crazy story. EP demands a free cake because it's her kid's birthday, and I need exposure. I work as a freelance baker, specializing in custom cakes and pastries. I work out of a certified home kitchen, so I don't have a storefront, but I have a website and social media where I showcase my work and take orders. I put a lot of time, effort, and money into sourcing quality ingredients and perfecting my decorating skills. Last week, I got a message through my website's contact form. It was from a woman asking about a custom cake for her child's birthday. EP, hi, I need a cake for my son's birthday. It's tomorrow. Me, hello, thanks for reaching out. Unfortunately, I require at least a week's notice for custom cakes due to scheduling and ingredient sourcing. I'm fully booked for tomorrow. EP, tomorrow is his birthday though. You have to make a cake. It's for a child. Me, I understand, but as I said, I'm fully booked and can't take any new orders for tomorrow. I could potentially do something simple like cupcakes or cookies with less notice, but a custom cake isn't possible. EP, cupcakes? No. He wants a specific cartoon character cake. It has to be a cake, and it has to be that character. Me, I'm sorry, that's a custom design that requires significant planning and time. With less than 24 hours notice, it's simply not feasible. EP, but it's for his birthday. He'll be so sad if he doesn't get his cake. You wouldn't want to make a child sad, would you? Me, My availability is based on pre-booked orders. I can't just drop everything for a last-minute request, no matter the occasion. EP, this is ridiculous. It's just a cake. How hard can it be? You clearly aren't busy if you have time to message me back. Just whip one up. Me, baking and decorating a custom cake takes hours plus cooling time, plus the time it takes to shop for specific ingredients if I don't have them on hand. I have other orders I need to complete. EP, fine. How much for the cake then if you make it for tomorrow? I quoted my standard rush fee price for a cake of that size and complexity, which is quite a bit more than a regular order due to the inconvenience and rescheduling it would require, if I could even do it, which I still couldn't. EP, what? That's outrageous. It's just flour and sugar. You're ripping people off. Me, that price reflects the cost of ingredients, my time, my skill, and the rushed nature of the request, which I've already said I cannot fulfill anyway. EP, well, how about you just make it for free then? It's for a child's birthday, and I'll post pictures on Facebook. You'll get tons of exposure. It will be great advertising for you. Me, I don't work for exposure. I work for money. My skills and time have value. And again, I cannot make the cake for tomorrow, even if you were paying. EP, exposure is valuable, more valuable than your silly fee. Think of all the business you'll get. You should be grateful I'm offering you this opportunity. Me, I'm not grateful for the opportunity to work for free. My prices are firm and my schedule is set. I cannot make your cake. Please find another baker who might have last minute availability, though I doubt you'll find a custom one. EP, you are the most heartless person I've ever met. Denying a child a birthday cake. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. I'll make sure everyone knows how awful you are. She sent a few more angry messages before I blocked her. The entitlement to demand free skilled labor and then pivot to demanding a free complex product with impossible notice, all while claiming exposure is payment, is truly mind-boggling. People like this make working in any custom creative field incredibly frustrating. EP demands I give up my spot in a 3-hour line because her kids are impatient. This happened at a very popular amusement park yesterday. There's one particular ride that's incredibly famous and always has a massive line. We're talking a multi-hour wait, even with fast passes, which we didn't have. We were doing the standby line. I had been waiting patiently in this line for about 2.5 hours already. I was maybe 20 minutes away from the front. The line was winding through a themed area and there were ropes and stanchions keeping everyone in order. Suddenly, a family, a woman, man, and 2 kids, maybe 8 and 10, squeezed under a rope and tried to merge into the line right in front of me. Me, excuse me, the back of the line is way back there. You can't cut. EP, the woman, cut? We're not cutting, we're just joining the line. Me, you're joining it 2.5 hours ahead of where you should be. The end of the line is past the entrance archway. EP, but my children are impatient. They can't wait that long. They've been waiting all day. Me, we've all been waiting all day. This line takes a long time. Everyone else is waiting their turn. EP, yes, but my children are getting antsy. They're going to have a meltdown. You wouldn't want to cause a scene, would you? She gestured at her kids who were looking around, not exactly on the verge of a meltdown, but clearly bored. Me, preventing your children from having a meltdown is your responsibility, not mine. And it certainly doesn't entitle you to cut in front of everyone who has been waiting patiently. EP, just let us go. It's just a few people. What difference does it make to you? Man behind me, it makes a difference because we've been waiting for hours. Get to the back of the line. Other people nearby started murmuring in agreement. EP, oh please, you people have no sympathy. These are children. They deserve to ride the ride. Me, we all deserve to ride the ride and we're all waiting our turn. Cutting is unfair to everyone. EP, but they're bored. They'll be miserable if they have to wait longer. Can't you just be nice and let us go ahead? Me, no I can't. It's not fair to me or anyone else in this line. You need to go to the back. EP's husband finally spoke, albeit reluctantly. Yeah, honey, she's right. We should go to the back. EP, no, I'm not dragging them all the way back there. It's too far. These people are being unreasonable. She tried to physically push past me into the line. I stood my ground firmly. Me, do not touch me. If you try to cut, I'll get a park employee. EP scoffed. EP, a park employee? For this? They won't care. They want families to be happy. Just then, a park employee who was managing the line further up noticed the commotion and walked over. Employee to EP, ma'am, you need to go to the back of the line. The line starts back near the entrance. EP, but my children are tired and impatient. They can't wait in that long line. Employee, I understand, but everyone must wait their turn. Please proceed to the end of the line. EP glared at the employee, then at me and the people around me. She muttered something about how awful this park was and how rude the people were, then finally, huffing dramatically, led her family back the way they came, presumably to the end of the line, or maybe they gave up. The relief among the people around me was palpable. Waiting in line for hours is bad enough without entitled people thinking the rules don't apply to them because their kids are slightly bored. Some parents truly believe the rules don't apply to them. Cutting a 3-hour line because your kids are impatient? Wild. What's your worst line cutting story? EP demands I sell my collectible item for peanuts because her daughter likes the color. I'm a collector of vintage toys and action figures. I occasionally sell some pieces from my collection, usually at local collectors meetups or through online forums specific to the hobby. These aren't just random old toys, they are specific, sought-after items that hold significant value to collectors. A few weeks ago, I was at a small organized collectors market held in a community hall. I had a table set up with some items I was willing to part with, all clearly priced based on their condition and market value. Most people browsing were fellow collectors or enthusiasts who understood the value of these items. Suddenly, a woman and her daughter who looked about 7 or 8 stopped at my table. The daughter pointed at a particular action figure, a relatively rare piece from the 80s that was still in its original packaging. Daughter, Mommy, look, I like that one. It's purple. EP, oh yes, that is a nice color. How much is this? She picked up the figure, handling the packaging a bit carelessly. I gently took it from her hands to prevent damage. Me, that one is price. It's a vintage collectible, quite rare in this condition. EP, price? For a toy? Are you serious? That's way too much. Me, it's not just a toy, it's a collector's item. The price reflects its rarity and condition. EP, but my daughter wants it. She loves purple. You should sell it cheaper if it's for a child. Me, the price is the price regardless of who wants to buy it. It's a collector's market. These items aren't sold at retail prices. EP, well that's ridiculous. It's just plastic. I'll give you $10 for it. The figure was priced at over $200, which was a fair market value. Me, $10? No, absolutely not. That's nowhere near its value. The price is price. EP, but she wants it. Look how much she likes it. The daughter was nodding enthusiastically, still focused on the purple. You're going to deny a child something they really want over money? Me, I'm selling a valuable collectible at its market price. Your daughter wanting it doesn't change its value or obligate me to sell it for next to nothing. EP, so you're saying your money is more important than a child's happiness? Me, I'm saying this is a business transaction and I'm selling a valuable item. I'm not running a charity for children who like purple things. The price is firm. EP scoffed loudly. EP, fine, how about $20? That's more than fair for an old piece of plastic. Me, the price is price. Then there's no negotiation on this item, especially not down to $20. EP's face started to turn red. EP, you are unbelievable. You're hoarding toys and won't let a child have one. You must be a miserable person. Me, I'm a collector selling part of my collection. If you're looking for cheap toys, there are plenty of regular toy stores or garage sales. EP, this is outrageous. I'm gonna tell everyone what a greedy person you are. You should be ashamed. She grabbed her daughter's hand and yanked her away from the table. EP, come on, honey. This mean man won't sell you the purple toy because he's selfish. The daughter looked back with a confused expression. I just sighed and put the figure back carefully on its stand. The entitlement to demand a valuable item for a pittance simply because her child desired it was astonishing, and the immediate pivot to insults when refused is classic. Wanting a collectible for $10 because it is purple? That is peak entitlement. Like and subscribe for more stories, and I will see you in the next one.